Hello and welcome back. I am Boetic, and this is my forever world that we're hanging out in here. I've spent a little bit of time working on the walls in the castle area and on that little tower there. And there were a couple of things that I've realized I need to do that I haven't done yet. So let's take a quick look. So first, I kind of made the walls just as fancy as they are on the outside, on the inside for this stretch here, because I'm trying to map out where the actual keep is gonna go. And then I kind of finished the walls up from the inside here, and they go back behind the stables here. And I finished them up along this wall too. I'm going to replace this with something very similar to that, and I'm going to do this same kind of tower here. I'm going to get rid of the circle ones because the keep is probably going to have circle towers, so I didn't want it to be too similar. But the nice thing is now, if we go up these stairs, we've got a walkway we can take, and something could look out over this way. And this walkway goes all the way down, and then in the fancier side, the walkway spreads out a little bit, and this is accessible here, and then it will go this way across to that one. I do have some layers here that I can put some different things in. I think with the change that we've done here, though, this... Let me turn off schematics real quick. This bee farm is probably going to get taken down and moved to a different area because although the farm works and it's producing honey, now that we have crafters and things, we will probably take a little bit of time to adjust how we're doing this. I'd rather just auto craft the blocks and not deal with honey bottles at all. So that's what we'll eventually do. So I think this is going to come down. I'm going to take that down, and then this goes all the way down into kind of the basement area, a place that I've used to get some snow. But this area is a really good area and size for a cobblestone farm. And I was spending a little bit of time looking around out here, and as I was doing the tower, I was building down here, and I need more cobblestone to kind of help terraform through here. And as crazy as it sounds, cobblestone is not something I have a whole lot of. I've got a spot for it in my storage system over here. It's even in bulk storage here, so I think it's this one. Yeah, so I've got a spot for cobblestone. I've got 12. And no shulkers. So I think a cobblestone farm is in my near future, something that can really produce quite a few. I've got plenty of stone. Even got shulkers of stone. So and I've got plenty of cobbled deep slate. What else do I have here? I've got gravel, netherrack, dark oak logs from the log farm, dark oak log farm I have. I've got sand. I don't have much sand. Iron, feeding from the iron farm. So I think what I'm going to start off today with, there's some tuft in that one. Nice. I've got a little bit of tuft. And then this is all non-stackable items. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and get that cobblestone generator set up here. And it's going to be a different one than I used on the Mishmash server, because in this version of Minecraft, I'm in 1.21.4, they've done away with the what I call the silly string type of observing, so you can't put like the lava next to the string and have it automatically trigger something like it did before. So I'm going to do a different one right over there. It'll still use some TNT, and it will be kind of a neat thing to have just kind of going in the bottom of the basement here. So that is what we're going to work on next. I'll bring you back once that's done. Welcome back. Let's take a look at our new Cobblestone Generator. Turn, go back down this hallway, and now we have this. It uses leaves to turn the lava into cobblestone here, and then it's got a TNT duplicator at the top here that cycles it through. It creates a lot of cobblestone. Let me drop down here and back up so it's not as loud, but I've got all of the cobblestone running down a water stream here, and then they're coming into here. So all of the cobblestone ends up in this little circle here, and it goes around. These are two 6x hopper speed shulker loaders. So they're both picking up items. It does a very good job of picking up all of the items coming through here, and it's dumping items into shulkers, and then those shulkers get shot out into these water streams here once they're full. And then when we get a full one, it'll end up in this barrel over here, right there. Yeah. So it doesn't take a lot of time to fill up these shulkers. I can get a full shulker of cobblestone this way in just a minute or two, which is really great. As a matter of fact, in all my testing, I now have quite a bit of shulkers of cobblestone now, so I don't have to worry about cobblestone anymore. I think we're in a really good spot with that. I think that's it's gonna work out really well. Now, yeah, we've already got 2 more shulkers here. I'll go ahead and come up here and turn it off because I don't need to create a whole bunch of those. And we've got 2 new shulkers of cobblestone here, so that's working really well. I really like the design of this room in here and kind of how I was able to fit the cobblestone generator right in the center there. I think that's going to work out really well. I'm thinking that I had to take down that bee farm that was right about where that ledge is. And I'm thinking I might take the same footprint on the tower. Well, let's just go over there. On the tower on this other side. So if I take that same footprint here, I might use that as the new bee farm. I think that would be pretty nice. So the same kind of tower here, square, not round, over here, and then that bee farm. We'll probably go into it. Ooh. I can go take out some of these guys real quick. Gotta remember I'm not wearing my helmet right now. There we go. Alright, so got a little extra experience. I did die once falling in one of those lava pillars when I was building the generator there. So if we just come up here, we can go right here and drop straight down, and we will be in that room. So, all right. So the other thing that I noticed when I was doing this was I'm starting to expand out a little bit from my storage system here, and I was getting really close to being outside of where redstone actually runs. So if I turn this on and I leave and go somewhere else, it's going to break, because that's just the way the TNT duper up there, it will just break. So I need to put a chunk loader attached to this, so when it's running, it's chunk loaded. And I also need a chunk loader for my storage system so that I can drop something off and just take off, and it'll chunk load. Which is going to be great. I just need to figure all that out. So I think that is going to be our next step, is chunk loading our storage and the cobblestone generator. And so, but with that being said, and with some arrows in my shoulder here, I think that's going to be it for today. In our next episode, we'll probably take a look at those shulker, or at the chunk loaders, and start that process. But I appreciate you joining me. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button, and if you aren't subscribed now, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Have a great day, y'all.